What's up, YouTube Nation? This is Chris Carrere back with another episode of Winning Wednesdays. First, guys, I just want to say thank you guys so much for viewing the video last week. I deep down really appreciate it. Thank you for all the feedback and all the love that I got back from all my viewers. So this week, guys, we are starting our journey towards greatness. We are getting on the path to success. And the way we're going to start is we are going to start with our first topic this week, which is all about taking ownership in your lives. You ever been in a GPS? You had to drop a pin on your location, right? That's what we're going to do today. We are going to drop a pin on the location of our lives. We have to find out where we are at before we can find out where we are going. So this week we are taking ownership and dropping a pin on the location of our lives. So when I was 360 pounds, I got that news about my heart attack scare from the doctor, and I realized I had to make a change in my life. The only problem was I did not know how to start that journey. My whole life I had tried diets and different things like that, and I never found success. So I had to sit down and I had to ask myself, what can make this time different? And what I came up with was the first thing I had to do was I had to take ownership of me. For the first so many years of my life, I had let other things influence who I was as a person. I made decisions based off of who I could impress. I let people in my life who were there really to destroy me and put me down because that's what I felt like I was worth. And I also took no control because I was so scared of failing. I took no control of my own life. So when I started my weight loss journey at 360 pounds, the first thing I did was I said, you know what, Chris? This has got to be a decision based off for your improvement. It's got to be a decision you make for you. Don't make this decision based off of you trying to impress other people. Don't make this decision because you think that you need to be successful in other people's eyes. You need to make this decision because you need to want to be successful. That is the only way that you are going to keep going through the tough times, right? So when I made that decision that I wanted to take ownership of where I was at, the first thing I had to do was I had to look myself in the mirror and I had to take credit for all the failures that I had put and all the experience that I had in my life at that point. Look, it would be so easy for me at 360 pounds to just blame life and just be like, I'm unlucky, I'm not good like everybody else, I'm worthless. I did that for so long. In order for me to make a change, in order for you to make a change, the first thing that you got to do is you got to take ownership for where you're at. Look, everybody has rough spots in life. Okay, give whatever meaning you give to those rough spots, that's what dictates it, right? That's what dictates if you're happy or you're sad. So I needed to change my mindset, and the way I did that was I took ownership where I was at. And I said, look, Chris, you're the one that's feeding yourself all this food. You're the one who doesn't want to go exercise. You're the one that when other people are living life and you think that they're so happy, you're the one that sits at home and is so unhappy, right? I had to take credit for what I did. Okay, and that was so hard for me to do. It was so hard for me to do because I had to face the fact that the biggest reason that I was failing in life wasn't because of my environment. It wasn't because of the people that were surrounding me. It was because my mindset and my belief that I was no good for anything. So I had to stop that. But in order for me to stop that, I had to embrace it. Okay, so as you go and make a change in your life, you have to take credit for where you're at right now. If you're not living the life of your dreams, please don't blame anybody else, right? Take credit for where it's at. If you're unhappy in life, if you are not living the life that you are meant to live, take credit for where it's at because it's the decisions you made that put you there. And I know it sounds mean on me saying that. And I know that's rough for people to do. But if you take credit for those things and you say it's my fault where I'm at, and you take ownership of all the things that have happened in your life, right? Because let's face it, it's all your decisions that got you there. Okay, if you can do that, then you will realize, man, you will realize one thing. You will realize that if it's all the decisions that you made that put you there, it is all the decisions that you can make to get you out. And that is amazing, guys. When you do that, that is amazing. And when I did that, what I realized was I didn't need anybody else to find success in my life. I didn't need to wait for luck to come find me. I didn't need permission for people to say, go live the life that you always wanted. The only thing that I needed in order for me to succeed was this unwilling and undying belief in myself, right? I had to stop waking up like a failure and feeling like a failure, and I had to start waking up like a goal setter and a winner. I had to stop quitting on myself and start chasing things in my life. And once I started to do that, I started to become unstoppable with my goals. I found myself at this vast improvement in my life because I woke up every day. Instead of hating life, I felt like I had unfinished business, right? Every day I would wake up and I'll be like, I want to get better. And the only person I need to make things get better for me was me. And once I realized that, it made life so much easier. But it was so hard to take that first step in the right direction, because in order for you to take the first step, I had to acknowledge that the reason I was not living the life that I wanted was because of me. Not because of anybody else, it was because of me. And I'm telling you guys, when I did that, crazy set of power came to me. I was like, man, I can move mountains when I'm the only one that has to be the one that can't quit, right? So as you start your journey, guys, the first thing you need to do is drop a pin on your location. Be like, this is where I'm at. If you're struggling with weight right now like I did, right? Be like, you know what? This is what got me here, and I got to stop it. If you're struggling in a relationship, if you're like, man, I'm in a relationship where this person is not making me better, I need you to stop and acknowledge it, and I need you to be like, you know what? It's my decision to be in this relationship too, right? If you're going to work every day and you're like, I am so unhappy with my job, you have to acknowledge, like, look, this is the decision that I'm making to come to work today. There are millions of other jobs out there to pay the bills, but I'm choosing this one. Right? If you have a relationship with your children, you're like, you know what? It is not where it needs to be. I need you to stop, and I need you to take ownership. Because once you do that, guys, you realize that you can make an impact in your life. You can make an impact to make a change. And once you do that, it is so much power that goes to you, guys. So this week, I just want to say, guys, take ownership and drop a location on where you're at. Take ownership and drop a location on where you're at. And once you do that, that is the first step in making all the necessary things that need to happen before you make this change and embark on your journey towards greatness. So thank you guys so much for watching the video this week. Next week, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about what do we want out of life. Next week, we're going to talk about what do we want out of life, okay? Thank you guys so much. This is your boy G. Remember, I am always grateful. I am never, ever satisfied, and I am certified for greatness. I'm out.